Hello everybody and welcome to episode 32 of Cracked Peg. I'm your host, Andrew6657. Alright guys, on this week's show, I'm going to show you two tutorials. One is going to be how to take apart and reassemble a Jakks Ruthless Aggression action figure. I got a request for that. And don't go anywhere. Tutorial's coming up right now. Alright guys, this is Andrew6657. I had received a request from Mr. William Shankly that I should make a tutorial on how to change the legs on a, if it was even possible to change the legs on a Jakks specific WWE wrestling figure. And I said, frankly, Mr. Shankly, I don't know you anything, but William, it was really nothing for me to make a tutorial for you. So I just know it's over that you'll have the same great knowledge that I have in making custom action figures. So what we have here is a pretty good example of maybe some figure you might find at a garage sale or what do you just have, flea markets kind of things. And we'll just show how to basically how to take the whole figure apart, and I'll show you just different things about what these action figures look like. I mean, obviously I don't have gloves on, so I'm not you know, going to be doing too much. I already have some pieces here, but I mean, do take all precautions when you are doing this. If you're handling razor blades and stuff like that, make sure you got your you know, your hand in glove when you're working with custom action figures, and safety goggles too to help protect yourself. So one of the first things you can do to get the heads off of these action figures is simply you could just go ahead and try and rip it off, which could end up breaking some stuff, but this one come off pretty easily. And that's what's in there, in the inside. And well, I had one over here. Okay. Anyways, that's what's on the inside of a Jakks specific head. There's a little ball joint in there. It's actually two balls. I'll go ahead and grab that one so you can see that. Anyways, oh, look at that. So basically, take the head off the figure, just pull it off. You can just pull it off, or you could put a hairdryer on top of this for probably about 30 seconds, and it'll loosen up the plastic so the head will pop off. The head doesn't pop off automatically. And you could boil the head, run it under some hot water. It does work pretty well too. So there's a joint in there, and if you want to take that apart for whatever reason, you can more or less leave these in here unless you're pretty advanced toy maker, and you could know how to get these. You want to get this out, so you can put it on an older model Jakks or those Titantron Lives, or if you want to put it on a new Mattel figure, you can take this out. But if you try to take it out, you can use needle nose pliers. Once you boil this head again, use some needle nose pliers, and it'll take a lot of work. It'll probably hurt your hands, but if you take that out of there, you'll get this thing, which is the ball joint that's in there, and you'll have an empty socket on top of your head. Okay, that mouth. Here's a huge mouth. I think that's a case of big mouth strikes again on him. Tell you the truth, yeah, like that. So more or less, it'll pop back in there. So, anyways, we got the head off. Now, really, the next thing to do with these figures, I guess. If you wanted to see how to take the hands off. Hands off, you could do the same thing. A lot of people don't like to switch the hands too, so you could boil these two, or you could just kind of work it out. But the thing with working things out, trying to get it out, you can break these. And if you're working with a hard to find figure, a rare figure, expensive figure, you want to go ahead and boil those so that they pop out easier. So, anyways, the next thing you want to do is to take apart the chest if you want to get to the legs. To switch out the legs, you're going to have to take off this chest piece, because it's actually there's a piece that's inside that chest that helps it rotate like that. So you're going to drill with a Dremel or another suitable tool. You could use a heated up knife or a razor blade, and you could kind of cut through this stuff. And I actually highlighted it in green for you so you could see where that mold splits. It even splits on the top too. So you don't have to do it all the way up on the top, but if you want to take the arms out and stuff, you can definitely make sure you go all the way through the top. But other than that, since I already have one that's like that, I can show you. This is a chest piece with the hole drilled in the side. Once you drill 2 holes in the side, you can more or less use a screwdriver and it'll pop out like that. And that's the bottom, and that's where the legs of your action figure go in. See, this is more or less what you have. So it goes right back on like that. And so basically you have something like this to start with. You know, get this charming man out of the way, Eugene. But so you have a figure like this. You would want to drill 2 holes in the side, or cut this piece open, and it should pop like that. That sound. And you're going to want to just work out the legs. You see how the legs has that top little piece? Has a little lip and stuff on there. That's how it fits right back in there. And if you want to put it back together, you do the same thing too. So this chest, it only opens so far. So I'll show you this other one I have that is completely. This is a chest that is completely open. So if you continue cutting all the way up the figure, you can actually pop the whole chest piece off. And if you want to get these back together, you're going to have to super glue them back together, and I'll show you what exactly you need to super glue and why. But put these figures back together, just have to reattach this piece. And you would super glue just these outer parts very carefully. And leave all this open joints, leave all that open. So you would only glue this part and this part. And I guess I'll make a picture so you can know what to glue exactly, for those of you who can't figure that kind of stuff out. So, and see, there's three prongs. Most of them have 3 prongs, and usually those will be broken when you do take this apart, because they glue those pegs in. That's actually one that survived. That peg right there. And it'll actually fit right back in there when we go back to put that on. So, and if you super glue that, it will stay. And you keep rotating this so that it doesn't glue itself back onto itself, and it'll be stuck and you won't be able to move it. So keep rotating it. Make sure that the super glue doesn't hold everything that needs to be, rotated shut. So it'll take some extra time, but if you do custom action figures, you know it takes time to do some of these things. So look at that, like the boy with his thorn in his side. But I don't know what difference it makes, but if you want to see the arms right here, these are how the arms fit in the sockets, just like this. So, just like this. They'll fit right in there. So, and most arms and chests and all this stuff, they are compatible with everything else. And then you just glue that back on. And you have new arms. You have white arms. These are Spirit Squad arms from somebody that did not need them. So, and once again, you would just glue all this stuff together. If you're going to change the arms and the legs, you're going to have to do all this stuff at the same time. So you'd have to have everything set up how you want it first, and you would put the chest piece down first, the back part of the chest, so the back, I guess. And you would put all your stuff in first. Make sure the arms go the right way. See, they have little ridges right here where the muscles are, which would be a deltoid muscle. It's kind of hard to see on this white one, but the other side of it is smooth, so you want to put that on the smooth side, this peg, and it should fit right into this, making sure we're on the smooth side is the back side. So you don't have to do too much once it's out. So once we have it like that, then we'll have to glue only right here, the neck, some of this part, and then the on this side. And then we'll put the chest piece back on top once we finish gluing. And then we will have a new action figure. Somebody new. Look at that. And the legs will still twist and turn, and the arms will still do that too. And if we wanted to, we could even pop this charming Eugene head on here and make this monstrosity of a wrestling action figure. So there it is. Once again, for the hands, you could twist some of this stuff out, and let's see if I can get that. Wow. Alright. Almost destroyed my camera, but it's okay. It's all good. So, got the hand out. And that's what the hand part looks like if you get it out successfully. So that little joint goes all the way in there. And if you want to reattach these, pull out a different hand. If you want a hand with this snazzy tape stuff on it, you can switch it out and just put it back in like this. And bada bing, bada boom. So, alright guys, Mr. William Shankly. I told you I'd do this soon, but how soon is now, right? Got it all done for you. Got the custom tutorial done. What? Oh wait, that joke isn't funny anymore. But don't panic, guys. Always ask questions. If you need anything, don't worry. Angelo6657 is still ill. He'll still answer all your questions, no matter what. But so you can make any kind of crazy action figure you want. You can make Eugene. You can make Kurt Angle with this thing. I don't know. You can make a priest. You can make a vicar in a tutu. I mean, anything is nice. You can make a girl. You can add some sculpt here. Some girls are bigger than others, so that's why you have this on there. You can always check on my my channel, but I guess my light that never goes out on my YouTube channel. It's always on. So always email me if you have any questions about anything. But once again, just take this apart. You can take off the head. So it goes like that. Now I have all these pieces. So, but if you want to take apart things like arms, joints, like knees and all this stuff, this is very complicated stuff it gets into. But you could actually cut some of this stuff and then heat and glue stuff back together and make your own joints, but that's kind of advanced stuff. So, and I'd actually have to, cut some stuff and show you, and it would take a long time, and I might die, but I guess I'll meet you at the cemetery gates if I do die, and we can talk about some custom toys there. So, anyways, next part of my tutorial, I was going to show you how to paint some stuff, but I think this video is long enough already, so we'll see.